Hello everyone, welcome to Diagnose It. Today we have this new case, and here is a 42-year-old female who presented with acute abdominal pain with a history of multiple episodes of this abdominal pain since past 1 year. And this ultrasound is given in front of you, which is showing this hyperechoic area with this black colored shadow on the back, and also this hyperechoic area, this white colored thing in the periphery also. So this is this hyperechoic area that you can see in front of you with this characteristic post-acoustic shadow. We say it, this black colored thing, we call it post-acoustic shadow. And with this hyperechoic area and this post-acoustic shadow, this is a gallstone. And with the gallstone, this white colored thing in the periphery, this basically shows the thickening of the gallbladder wall with basically some kind of calcification of that wall, and it points towards a diagnosis of cholecystitis. And this is an acute abdominal pain kind of presentation. So this is an acute cholecystitis, acute exacerbation of a chronic cholecystitis. Now let's discuss more about this condition. We'll discuss it about this condition in following headings, like firstly, what is it, as we do in all our other videos, like what is this, how this presents, why it occurs, how we diagnose this case, and what are the treatment modalities. Firstly, let's start with our what. Like, what is this acute exacerbation of chronic cholecystitis? What happens is, due to multiple episodes of acute cholecystitis or this gallstone that you can see here, this causes irritation of the gallbladder mucosa and the wall of the gallbladder. That leads to one is this thickening of the gallbladder wall, and the other is calcification also, and other is physiological dysfunction, like the gallbladder did not empty completely. This leads to formation of more number of gallstones, and this leads to this development of chronic cholecystitis. It is basically of two types, like one is due to the presence of gallstones. This is called as calculous cholecystitis, and other is due to other reasons, like when gallstones are not present due to the incomplete emptying of the gallbladder, or due to stasis of bile, or due to some other conditions, acalculous cholecystitis. Now let's discuss why this disease occurs. And in why, what we know is there are some risk factors, and in the person with these risk factors, there is this development of gallstone that leads to continuous irritation of the gallbladder wall, and that further causes the development of chronic cholecystitis. Firstly, about the risk factors, as we all know, the mnemonic, the fat fertile female of 40 years. Firstly, this fat, the obese female, obesity is a risk factor. Next is this fertile female. Why this fertility and why this female gender is a risk factor? Because estrogen is a hormone that basically leads to the stasis of bile in the gallbladder, as well as increase the concentration of the cholesterol in the bile. This leads to development of gallstones, which is itself a risk factor for development of cholecystitis. Other risk factors are pregnancy, the hormone replacement therapy or the OCP pills, because these also contains more amount of estrogen. The other risk factors include the increased age in the female, like as we discussed here, and the others are, there is this rapid weight loss. And if the patient undergo rapid weight loss, what happens is there is a stasis of bile inside the gallbladder, and the bile did not empty completely. This is a risk factor for development of gallstones, and that again lead to the development of chronic cholecystitis. So till now we have discussed what and why. Now let's come to how the patient of this chronic cholecystitis will present. Patient can present in multiple ways, and the common ones are, one is there is continuous pain over the right upper quadrant of the abdomen, and the pain may radiate to the mid of the back, and even to the tip of the scapula and tip of the shoulder also. And other presentation is development of acute exacerbation, as this case, this lady presented with acute abdominal pain. It is more after eating food, and also radiates to the back, and also associated with nausea and vomiting also. Next is, let's come to the diagnosis of this condition, how we diagnose it. So basically it is a common investigation that we do, this ultrasound, and this shows the presence of gallstone in the gallbladder, and as well as it can show the thickening of the gallbladder wall also. and this is the first investigation to diagnose this cholecystitis. Firstly, the cholelithiasis, we have to differentiate it from gallbladder polyp. As you can see, this hyperechoic area with this characteristic post-acoustic shadow, this is characteristic of the presence of gallstone. And this is another USG. As you can see here, this is also a hyperechoic area here, but there is no post-acoustic shadow, as you can see. And this is a gallbladder polyp, which do not give any kind of post-acoustic shadow. The other thing that you can see here, the thickening of the gallbladder wall with this hyperechoic area basically shows the calcification of the gallbladder wall with this irregular thickening of the gallbladder also. The other investigation, the first one that we did was USG, and the other investigation that we can do is a CT scan, and the CT scan can also show the sludge in the gallbladder or the presence of gallstones and also the gallbladder wall thickening also. But the gold standard investigation is histopathology. But before that, the investigation of choice, or what we say, we can do HIDA scan. And in HIDA scan, this let me show you. This HIDA scan shows, this is the normal HIDA scan, and this shows this is the gallbladder, and this is the common bile duct, right and left hepatic duct. This is the cystic duct, and this is emerging with the common hepatic duct and forming the common bile duct. And this is the normal HIDA scan, how it looks like. But what happens in the case of cholecystitis, there is a dysfunction in the gallbladder emptying, as well as there is some dysfunction at the neck of the gallbladder that leads to non-visualization of gallbladder. As you can see in all these HIDA scan images, there is no gallbladder visible. And this is where dye is reaching in the pancreas, but there is no visualization of the gallbladder. And this is basically the diagnostic feature for the cholecystitis. And the histopathological examination, this basically shows the presence of foamy macrophages in the lamina propria, region, and this characteristic Rokitansky-Askov sinuses, this we call. These basically form due to increase in the pressure or inside the gallbladder that leads to kind of herniation of this intraluminal sinuses that you can see here. These sinuses are basically open outside, but due to increase in pressure from the out, these sinuses goes inside the gallbladder wall, and this form this Rokitansky-Askov sinus inside the wall, and they are completely obliterated. The other features in histopathology shows the crumpled, the basically thickened appearance of gallbladder wall, and fibrosis, as well as thickening of the upper gallbladder mucosa also. Now, till now we have discussed till the diagnosis part. Now let's come to the treatment part. What we do in treatment is, the best treatment is laparoscopic cholecystectomy. We can also do open cholecystectomy also, but this laparoscopic one is currently the treatment of choice. The other medical treatment that we can do, this ursodeoxycholic acid, this can be used, but yeah, the results are not that good. But the best treatment is this laparoscopic cholecystectomy, in which we remove the gallbladder completely. So this is the case of acute exacerbation of chronic cholecystitis. If you have any questions regarding this, you can post it in the comment section below, or you can DM me on my Instagram handle at diagnoseIt. So thank you for watching, and don't forget to like, share and subscribe to my channel. Thank you.